Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome to Morning Star. My name is Ann Oakley, and I'm your facilitator today. I'm so happy to be here on this wonderful spring day, the start of spring break here in Norman. So we have had so much going on in our community and in the world. Hey, ladies. Hello. So finding happiness during chaos was my thought to share. So as we're aware, the energy we share with the world, we get reflected back to us. Likewise, the energy that we're exposed to, be it positive or less so, influences how we feel. And so I feel that our intuition is a fantastic guide, best possible guide for navigating life. So Dr. Divi is the perfect person to talk to us today about tapping into our intuition. So I'm looking forward to her talk in a few minutes. We directly influence the creation of our perceived reality. So how do we cope with less than ideal situations? I just try to stay positive, try to radiate love. Whenever we can, love more. As the wonderful yard signs that Gina McCook originally designed and that Sacra had redesigned, because it's such an important message for us to be sharing right now. Love more. So if you're interested in one of those reflections of positivity for your yard, Sacra's here, so please ask her for one. She has some to share with us. So let's reflect together on our vision statement from the front of our songbooks. Our Sunday gathering is designed to provide a weekly encouragement to individually manifest our highest good and purpose in our lives. Inner direction is the key. We reinforce positive directions for our lives and the infinite potential within us. We seek connections to create an open atmosphere of acceptance of all backgrounds, races, and lifestyles. We come together in a spirit of inclusiveness, embracing all spiritual paths, honoring God, in an atmosphere of unconditional love. Unconditional love. So if we want unconditional love, then that's what we should be reflecting out to the world, unconditional love, loving more. I love this community, and thank you so much for everyone that's here today. Hi, Zoomers, welcome. Dr. Divi is going to be speaking to us via Zoom in a few minutes, but in the meantime, we have a wonderful sing-along, Imagine, by the wonderful Morning Star Band, followed by our meet and greet. Oh, 23. Page 23.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell. I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Hey, hey, hey. All right.
Okay. Let's take our seats, please. We are the chattingest bunch. Just finding joy and visiting with one another. Sundays are fantastic at Morning Star. So before I introduce Dr. Divi, who's also going to provide several meditations for us today in addition to her talk, the band is going to play a special song for us, followed by the chant, Listen, 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 which is on page 59. And then I'll come back up and introduce Dr. Divi, and then she'll lead us in the first of her meditations.
Are good. I use my intuition, it takes me for a ride. And I never understood other people's superstition, it seems so misapplied. And when I play the game of life, I try to make it better each and every day. And when I struggle in the night, the magic of the music seems to light the way. Intuition takes me there. Intuition takes me everywhere. Well, my instincts are fine. I had to learn to use them in order to survive. And time after time, confirmed an old suspicion, it's good to be alive. Down and out and lose my communication with nothing left to say. It's then I realize it's only a condition of seeing things that way. Intuition takes me there. Intuition takes me everywhere. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart. listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song.
And that was the awesome Morning Star Band. Frank, Jeffrey, Daryl, and Ken. They always know intuitively or experientially, because they've been playing for years and years on their own and then together, exactly the right songs to play for us that truly reflect the message of the day that our guest speaker brings to us. So thank you all. So I am delighted to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Divi Chandra. She's coming to us via Zoom, and she's brought to us by our lovely Michelle, who is one of our fantastic AV techs and a wonderful member of this community. So Dr. Divi is a family doctor turned intuitive coach turned spiritual teacher. She is a best-selling author, a TEDx speaker, a media personality, and a mom. Dr. Divi works with intuition, universal laws, and understanding of energy to help people heal their lives so they can live their soul mission. That sounds perfect to me. During this talk, Dr. Divi will teach us how to wake up our intuition. Please welcome Dr. Divi.
Thank you so much. And thank you. The band was amazing. Anne and Michelle, thank you so much for organizing this. This is really like beyond my wildest dreams. So thank you so much. And I can't see everybody, but hi, everyone. Welcome. So thank you for the introduction too. So let's just pop into meditation. Let's just do that first. So go and close your eyes. And just let that music settle into your body. And let your mind get quiet for a few breaths. During the time together, we're going to see if we can take our brain into quieter spaces of love. So with your eyes closed as we journey on this guided meditation, if thoughts take you out to different things, that's completely normal. Just observe them. When you're ready, gently bring yourself back into meditation. On your next breath, let's breathe together as a group. Together we'll exhale and then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for a second. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that cycle of breath going. Slow, quiet, and relaxed. On your next breath, take yourself into a very beautiful place in nature. This may be a place you visit often, a place from fairy tales, or a place that you've never ever been. The most important thing about this place is that you feel safe and comfortable. Comfortable and safe. And just breathe. Look around this place. What do you see? Is there a waterfall? Are there trees? Animals, mountains? What do you see? Maybe there's a beach. As you breathe. What are the colors? What is the temperature? Is it warm? Is it cold? What season do you have? Breathing in, breathing out. What do you hear? Are there birds chirping? Maybe the sound of a waterfall or a river. What do you hear? Belly rises, belly falls. And what do you smell? Beautiful. Keep breathing in your safe and comfortable place. Seeing yourself in your scene. Notice how young or old you are. Noticing what you're wearing. As you breathe in, breathe out. Out of the corner of your eye, someone or something approaches you. There's nothing fearful of this scene at all. This is your wise guide, your higher self. This is the energy that has been with you lifetime after lifetime. Welcome them in. Some of you will see your wise guides. Others of you will hear them. But most of you will feel them. You will know of their presence, of their love, and of their support. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Belly rises and belly falls. Now behind your wise guides, you also start to see the ancestral realm. This might be your mother, your father, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, great-grandparents. Welcome them in. It's like your body is getting circled by energies of love, of support, of connection. Again, some of you will see them, but most of you will feel or know or sense of the love and of the support that is in this room right now. Take a few breaths. Now, on your next belly breath, you're going to start to see another group of energies enter. I call this the Archangel realm. Now, this could include Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, the classics, but also bring in any energies you believe in. Could be Christ consciousness, could be Buddha, could be Lord Krishna, whoever you were raised with. There you go. Bring them in. Good. Keep breathing. Welcome their energies in. And just noticing what your body's doing. Noticing what our mind is doing. And just there you go. Feel the presence of love, of strength, of certainty. And just keep breathing. And the last group of energies I bring in is the Divine Mother. Bring her in. She has many faces. Some of you might see Kali, some of you will see Sita, others of you will see Mother Mary, Lakshmi. There you go, bring them in. Take a few breaths. Noticing if there's temperature changes, mental changes, emotional changes, just keep breathing. Collectively, this energy is what I call your divine support team. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors that have been with you lifetime after lifetime. You're not on this planet orbiting the sun just for the heck of it. These energies are here to support you, to love you, and connect with you. Just take 5, 10, 20 slow, deep breaths. What I would love you to see next is all of these energies. I'd love you to see light beams between their energy and you. They're truly loving you, connecting with you, telling you how important you are, how valuable you are. But I also want you to see these energies connecting to everybody in this community. There you go. See all the light beams connecting. And see those light beams connecting to me. So my job is to connect all of your guides, energies, divine support teams, and to assist you in the time we're together. So collectively, we're here for one purpose. Heightening of consciousness, heightening of love. There you go. Just take 10 or 20 more deep breaths here. Slow, relaxed, loving breaths. Beautiful. You are loved. You are supported. You are the divine I am. And after a few more breaths, when you're ready, take a moment to thank them and thank yourself. And then when you're ready, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms. Whenever you're ready, go to open your eyes, coming back. Welcome, guys. So normally when I teach, I'm used to interaction. So I don't know how this works, if you guys can talk or not. I know people on the Zoom call can share with me how they are through the chat box. But is everyone good? Anyone want to share how that was? Either through the chat box or out loud. I forgot to ask Michelle this question. If I can hear from you guys or not. You guys really went there, holy clolies. Anyone want to share how that was, either in the chat box or out loud? And if not, I'll just keep going. difficult to hear from the crowd. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Anne, for letting me know. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, cool. All right, let us keep going then. Oh, very peaceful. Thanks. So the people online, if you can share, that would be amazing because I can't hear from them. So that'd be awesome. Okay, so I have a PowerPoint presentation put together. Anne and Michelle mentioned that can be helpful when I'm teaching this way. Perfect. So I'll tell you really briefly about me. So family doctor turned intuitive coach, all happened by accident. I have a 20-year-old son. When I was pregnant 21 years ago, my intuition went right up. Now I was primed for it. I was meditating a lot. I was actually running yoga studios at the time. I was teaching yoga. I ran away from medicine and my first marriage to open yoga studios. I'm a bit weird. So not really weird. I listened to my intuition. I ran away. And so my brain was already primed. And then when I was pregnant, my intuition just went up. I would just know things. I took 3 intuition courses. And then after I left the yoga world for different reasons, came back to medicine and then opened this business that I run now on the side. And it just kind of grew. And that was about 15, 16 years ago. So what I do now is I work with intuition, I help people, I teach classes, and I teach people how to wake up their intuition. So I've been teaching intuition for about 8 or 9 years and working as a professional intuitive for about 16 years. How I describe what I do, describe intuition, is that we have this divine support team around us all the time. We're either aware of it or we're not. And that's the choice we have. And when we're aware of it, we can have incredible lives, like incredible, amazing lives. Or not aware of it, life can be hard. And that's okay, right? There's no one saying you did it wrong other than ourselves. Another thing you'll want to know about intuition is if I put a word together like dog, there's 3 letters, D-O-G in English. Now, if intuition was a word, the letters is meditation, okay? I cannot teach anyone intuition until you've practiced meditation. Meditation is like bringing a peace or a calm to the mind, and then intuition can drop in. Got it? And that's why the songs were, oh my God, so beautiful and so perfect, because they set the brain up into wavelengths that intuition can pop in, okay? Now let me pull up my PowerPoint and we'll get going here. So intuition is the most natural thing in the world, like the most natural. And we often forget how natural it is because we're in our heads, and we're going to talk about that as we go here. So this is just about me. I work in the intuitive realms. I teach energy, intuition, opening your heart, blah, blah, blah. Super fun. And when we open our heart and listen to the intuition, as that beautiful song said, then everything changes in our lives. So let's dive in. Let's talk a bit about intuition. Everyone has intuition, okay? No one has it more and no one has it less. I don't have it more than any of you. I just live my life to do this work, okay? As we age, like Anne was talking about, we shut down our intuition. The reason we shut it down is fear, survival, fitting in. It's weird to like know or have a feeling or a sense of what the person in the grocery store is going through. So you just like shut it down. And it's a coping mechanism. Got it? Because it feels weird to trust a voice that I can't actually see with my eyes or label. But it is our channel. I think of it as our channel of actual survival in this crazy world. So intuition is, I think, the most important thing you can ever wake up in your life. So we're all capable, 100% capable of connecting with something much bigger, all of us. And the definition of intuition is defined as the ability to connect to or understand something immediately without needing to get logic or conscious reasoning. Okay. And the reason that last part is so important is, so there's 2 main realms. There's so many realms that I teach and work in. Intuition is one. Another realm I work in is like energy medicine, intuitive medicine, but I also work with A Course in Miracles. And A Course in Miracles is about training our mind. Okay, I love the course. And one of the first lessons, the first like 10, 20, 30 lessons, if not interspersed throughout the course, is this idea that I put meaning on everything. So I have this mug that my son brought me. To be honest, I bought it for myself for Mother's Day when he was like 6 or something. And it says, Mom is my hero, right? And it's faded away. It's been 14 years, right? And I could put meaning to it or not. I put meaning on everything. And what a lot of us do with intuition is we put meaning on everything, but that's the ego. So there's the ego's thought systems, and then there's divine thought systems. Got it? And when we try to put meaning or logic or figure it out, that's only the ego. And the divine only speaks in the energy of love. Okay, and that's what we're going to work on a little bit today. So the biggest question is, number one, do you believe you have intuition? And the second thing is, are you afraid to? Are you afraid to listen to your intuition? Are you afraid to wake it up? And we're going to spend a bit of time with fear in a second. So the only thing that blocks intuition is fear. And I'm going to say that 1,000 times today, but the only thing, and that's why I spent a minute talking about meaning. If I put meaning on things, then I'm usually entering into the right and wrong, or the good and the bad, and that automatically introduces fear. So my intuition will be wonky. Got it? But intuition, if I've got fear, it's like hot sauce. If you don't like hot sauce, you've got hot sauce on your, scrambled eggs and you don't like it, it's not going to help you with your intuition. So fear is the only thing that blocks it. And why would we be afraid? And I put the chat box, but don't worry about it. Don't use the chat box. Let's talk about why we'd be afraid. The reasons that we're commonly afraid is because we're afraid of change. Okay. We're afraid that what if I get it wrong? What if it takes me on a different path? What if it takes me on what we call a wrong path? People say to me, my intuition was wrong before, so what if? And these are just a bunch of reasons that people are afraid. And I'm going to pause for a second. When I actually teach intuition classes, what I find a lot of people say to me is, I'm afraid of seeing something that I don't want to see. I'm afraid of seeing a body walking around my house. I'm afraid of opening my hearing. So we'll get into the clairs in a second here, but you really want to dig into what you might be afraid of, because it is the blocker. Got it? So in a few minutes, when I talk about the clairs are the channels with which our spirit talks to us. Okay. The clair that is my least is clairaudience, which is hearing. And now why is that? Because when I was 19 when I got into medical school, 19 years old. So when I was 20, I was working in hospitals, and I saw lots of people who were hearing in the psychiatric ward. So, and there's nothing wrong with those people. They're just super, super psychic, and society's labeled them as wrong. But that's why my clairaudience is the least. Got it? I'm not afraid of seeing things because I didn't have that memory, which a lot of intuitives have, is they have a memory of seeing a deceased loved one at their bedside when they were little. I don't have that memory, so I'm not afraid of seeing. Got it? I'm not afraid of feeling. I'm not afraid of knowing, right? So those are the channels that I use a lot, and we'll get into the channels in just a second here. So the fundamental error of fear occurs because we believe we are in charge. And this is why I combine A Course in Miracles a lot with the work I do. Okay? We are not in charge. In the world I live in, Spirit's in charge. And if you study the Course, yesterday's lesson was, there is no will but God's. And that just humbles me. There is no will but the divines. There is no will but spirits. And so when we believe that there's a separate I, like little Divi who's running her life, guys, just so y'all know, I was raised in a really, really, what's the right word? Strict immigrant family. And so I was brainwashed, for lack of a better word, to believe that Divi would be happy if she became a doctor. She married another Indian, I'm East Indian, married another Indian, settled in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and popped out 3 or 4 Indian boys, or kids, specifically boys. And that's how I was raised. But my life took like a right-hand turn, as you can see. And this is what I ended up doing and living, married to a half native Indian. I, popped out one boy who's a mixed culture, and I don't live in Toronto. So when I let go of the idea that I'm in charge, that's when things start to change. So the fundamental error occurs when we believe that we're in charge. We believe we could do something wrong. So if I believe my life has been wrong, I'm of no service. We believe in time. As most of us know who are in the spiritual realm, time doesn't exist. There's only eternity of right now. Okay? But if I believe in a past and future and I've got it right, then your intuition can't serve you. because I am such a believer that my soul will always journey, right? Not just in this body. We are control freaks. The other reason our intuition can be wonky, if we don't believe in a higher power, if we don't believe that spirit is here running everything, if we don't believe it, then our intuition is going to be wonky. We don't want to feel directed, right? If I don't want to feel directed, then I can't see, hear, and know. And basically, we're stubborn. Okay. And we also might have had past life issues or family or origin trauma around intuition. Got it? So we might have, had somebody who listened to their intuition and lost everything. But we don't see that lost everything was part of their journey, right? We actually get so caught up in the lost everything because we're so fixated on what has to be right and wrong. So, and yet they're really key to understand. There is only love. Course in Miracles starts with these 3 lines. And if you've never studied the Course, I respect that because God knows it sat on my shelf forever before I picked it up. Course starts with these 3 lines. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. And I might unpack that in a few minutes here. So close your eyes for a second. Take a breath. Once your eyes close, drop into your heart. Breathe. Keep your guides and your divine support team there. Keep breathing. The only thing that's real is the I am consciousness of your connection to your God force. Keep breathing. The body isn't real. Your stories aren't real. Your thoughts aren't real. Keep breathing. Nothing real can be threatened. What does that mean? The I am with which I'm connected, that I am, the force of life, the divine will of life that plugs you into source, that can never be threatened. Keep breathing. This warehouse of the body that you sit in, it's not real. It actually doesn't exist. Keep plugging into spirit. There you go. Keep plugging in. I think of it like a plug outlet that's connected to my heart, plugged into the heavens. There you go. Therein lies the peace of God. Take 5 breaths here with that visual. My connection with the I am, my God force, my eternal power of unconditional love can never be threatened. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, go and open your eyes. So we need that basis of knowing that we are connected to something much bigger. This next slide talks about love is the only energy that is real. And I like that visual of the plug outlet. The divine I am is the only energy that's real. This illusion isn't real. If it's not of love, it's an illusion. The analogy I use is, we all know what a rope is. The rope, call it real. And when it's tied in a knot, that's the illusion, right? The only thing that's real is the divine I am. This body is the knot. It's not real. I always joke, at some point, this body will be in an urn on my son's mantle, right? That's all it is. It's not real. Fear is only there if I ever pinch off from love. If I'm plugged into love, that is the only energy that is real. You are a child of God, of infinite love. And when we plug into that, then the intuition can fly in. Got it? Okay. Back to intuition. We have 4 main clairs. Claircognizant, which is thought insertions. Clairsentience, which is feeling. Clairvoyance, which is to see through your third eye. And clairaudience, which is actually to hear. Okay. In a second, we're going to actually do a little meditation or an exercise to figure out our primary clair. We'll just do it right now. So go and close your eyes. Now imagine that we're in a movie theater, and it's not just a little movie theater, it's a big movie theater. And me and you are the only 2 in there. Take a breath. It's got surround sound. It's got those comfortable seats. You've got all the popcorn in the world or candy that you want. You've got pop, or you could have like a healthy vegan sandwich. I don't care what you've got. You've got yummy food. And just breathe as you're looking at this big movie theater and you're sitting in it. There's a movie that's about to play. The movie that's about to play is your favorite movie. So with your eyes closed, see that movie starting to play. You might have chosen, I see somebody in the room chose Pretty Woman. You might have chosen a gangster movie. I don't care what movie you chose. Each of us have an individual movie on that theater. And I'm going to sit with you very slowly as we watch this movie together. Keep breathing. The movie is just about to start. And you've watched this movie about 10 or 20 times because you love it so much. As the movie gets started, it's just beginning. And you're starting to see the characters, character development. And I'd like you to watch yourself watching this movie. As the movie goes on, you're starting to see the plot twists. You start to see the climax of the movie happening. Maybe there's a love story, a sadness, whatever movie you picked. And maybe there's some songs in the movie. Maybe there's beautiful cinematography in the movie. There's all kinds of different things in this movie. So just, there you go. Keep watching it, keep watching it, keep watching it. There you go. And now we're at the end of the movie and the credits are rolling. Because we're the only two in the theater, the movie ends and they turn on the lights and I turn over to you and I say, hey, let's talk. I want to know what your favorite thing is. Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to remember watching yourself in the movie. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. And I want you to figure out which one you remembered the most. Did you remember the plot twist? Like, oh, that's going to happen next. That's going to happen next. That's going to happen next. Or do you remember the colors and the cinematography? Like, oh my God, these beautiful colors. Oh my God, what they're wearing. Oh my God, their dresses. Oh my God, where this is shot. Look at that beautiful pictures. Or you remember the feeling in the movie? Like, oh, I'm going to cry. Or the joy or the excitement. Or do you remember the soundtrack? Now, you might have more than one answer, and I'll repeat them again. Number 1, did you know the plot twist? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Number 2, do you remember the colors, the cinematography, what people are wearing, where it's filmed? Number 3, the feeling, oh, the emotional ups and downs. Or do you remember the soundtrack? Which one do you remember the most? And if you haven't already, go to open your eyes. For the people on chat, go ahead and share in the chat box what you remember the most. Okay, so what did I just do? I took you into my movie theater, as I call it. And in the movie theater, what we just did was we figured out what's called your primary clair. So I remember I said we have these 4 primary channels: knowing, seeing, hearing, and feeling. Okay. If you came out of the movie theater and feeling like you were crying the whole time in the movie, that's clairsentience, or feeling is your main clair. If you listen to the soundtrack, you're like, I heard every sound and I downloaded it as soon as I walked to the theater, then that's your clairaudience. So Liz just wrote in, that's hers. Okay. People who have like 1,000 songs on Spotify, they're clairaudient. I bet you the musicians who play today, they're typically clairaudient. Okay. So we have a mix, okay, of people on Zoom. Okay. So clairsentience is the feelers in the room. Clairaudience is the soundtrack people. The visual people who saw like the colors and oh my God, what they're wearing and where this is filmed, those are clairvoyant people. Okay. And the people who they're called know-it-alls, and I jokingly say that, those are the people who are attached to the plot twist, they're claircognizants. Knowing your primary clair is super helpful, okay? Because that's your benchmark. Because with intuition, one of the reasons people struggle with their intuition is they only have one channel open and they've overused it. And we'll get into that in a few minutes here. But so when I do my work, all my 4 channels are open. So when I was doing that meditation where I took you into the place of nature and I brought in your guides, I'm tuning into everybody who's on this call. Got it? And I'm watching you guys as you do this, and I'm feeling. Got it? I'm watching, feeling, and knowing, and I'm listening to everything my guides are saying. So all my clairs are wide open. Got it? And so when you've got all of them open, then you're not just relying on one, for your intuition. So if you have more than one, then you just like, oh yeah, you're not joking about your intuition. You know the answer. Got it? So opening your other clairs is really fun because it helps you to really hone your intuition. Now, what commonly happens though with our intuition is to open your other open clairs, there's many different techniques. Okay. So I co-wrote this book. Oh no, I'm on the there. Okay, I'll show it to you guys after. It's called You Don't Look Psychic by myself and Lynette Brown. I'll show it to you guys when I have my screen share done. And in that book, I give you lots of different techniques to open your other clairs. But in Divi's experience, my experience is it's best taught through teaching. Okay. The only reason it's best taught through teaching is because fear is going to trickle in, or doubt. And that's why for some people it's hard to open their clairs. And you need practice to open your clairs, but it can be taught, guys. When I started this work, my main clair was clairsentience. I didn't have the other clairs at all, and I've opened them. So if I can do it, I always say, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Okay, and we're going to talk about why we get sick, okay, from shutting down the clair, because I told Anna we'd talk about this. Your body isn't real, okay? The Course teaches us that the body is the messenger between Holy Spirit and your mind. What does that mean? So I've got thoughts, okay? If my thoughts are fear-based, and Holy Spirit or God or the divine never thinks fear-based thoughts, those fear-based thoughts have to go somewhere, to my body. Why do they go to my body? So I can rethink my thoughts to connect them to spirit. So the body is my instrument to tell me, is my mind thinking thoughts in line with spirit or opposite? And it's that simple. So the body is not well. It's just a messenger. Actually means nothing, right? It just, don't forget I'm a doctor. I spent years becoming a doctor. And the reason I left medicine was predominantly because the system, I believe, doesn't work. And the reason our system doesn't work, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with the system, but it's interesting that's coming through my throat. The reason that I left medicine is not because there's something wrong with the system, but because they don't add this part to medicine. So if you don't add this to medicine, you're only doing like a quarter of the work. The body is here telling us, what's my mind doing in opposition to spirit or in alignment to spirit? So we often get sick if our clairs are shut down. So when I started this, the reason I got into yoga was because one of the reasons I got really sick was because I had physical pain. Okay? And one of the people, those of us who have clairsentient or feeling as our main clair, and we don't open the other ones, is because our body will pick up other people's emotions. Can anyone relate to when you walk into a concert and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm in pain. And the only reason that's happening is because you're feeling other people's stuff. Now, I'm really going to be hard on you guys, and I say this with love. The only reason you're feeling their stuff is because their stuff is a match to your stuff. I do not want you to think you're a victim to your intuition, because a lot of people think they are. You're not. You're only going to pick up that which is in you. So if you have a fear, you'll pick up their fear. Got it? It's really important to understand. I go to concerts, I go to restaurants, I have a relatively normal life, as normal as they can get within some degree of limitations. But I don't pick up pain anymore. Got it? Because I've worked on my emotions. Got it? So when our clairsentience is shut down or overactive, we'll get physical pain. When our claircognizance, which is our knowing, is shut down, overactive, we'll get migraines, concussions, recurrent sinus pain. Okay. When our clairaudience is either overactive or we're not listening to it, we'll get recurrent infections in the ear. We'll get tinnitus. We'll get hearing problems. When our clairvoyance is shut down or overusing, we'll get glaucoma, visual problems, headaches, sinus pains. Those are just a short examples of lists. There's lots of other examples. The biggest thing you want to do is figure out your primary clair, which is why I took you into that movie exercise. Okay. Ask yourself if you're ready to open the others. Look at the fears, conscious or subconscious, about opening your intuition. Okay. And practice techniques to open your clairs. And the other big things you have to really know is that you're supported and loved. And we have to work with our mind, because we want to surrender to our divine support team to open with our mind. I'm going to pause for a quick sec here. So this is the book I co-wrote that I was trying to show you, not the share thing on. It's called You Don't Look Psychic. You can get it on Amazon. It's pretty big, but it's not really that big. The first half is is more like the book, about the book, and the second half is processes. And the second half will teach you technique after technique after technique to open up your intuition. But they can't work if there's fear. Does that make sense? So when you have fear blocking it, they can't help you. But this book, like this book, is basically what I teach when I teach intuition. So if you want to just do it on your own, it's there. But if you don't work with the mind, that book can't help you. I mean, the first half of the book, we talk about that, but working with the mind is really a lifelong journey of like, okay, what am I thinking? What thought do I have? Because we have 40,000 thoughts a day. And if we actually think there's something wrong in the world, in fact, I woke up a bit later than normal today. When I teach classes, I often will feel the energy of the group, and I taught yesterday too. So I was up through the night, which is not a big deal. It's part of my gig and my job. So I was up through the night meditating, and which is quite common for me. And so I woke up later than I normally do. And as a result, I didn't spend the time that I normally do of like reading my course and spending some time, which is not a big deal because it's in me. And turned on the news by accident. I was like, oh, right, there's stuff going on in the world. No big deal. But I have to come back to my center, plugging into the I am. Because if my mind thinks there's an external world, then I can't plug into my intuition. This external world is not real. The only thing that's real is our connection with God. And as Anne said at the beginning, if we can connect to love, then like that Imagine song says, then the world will change, but it has to start with my mind. If I'm not willing to work with my mind, that is my gift. I'm going to go a minute or two over if that's okay. They talk about us having free will, which we do, but we do and don't have free will because really it's God's will. It's the will of the divine. But my will is, do I get caught up in the ego cell system? I have to be right. I put meaning on everything. Or do I plug into love? If I plug into love, I plug into my intuition. I plug into the knowing of spirit. I plug into the love that I am. And love is the channel to open intuition. So the reason I was trained with my intuition to do as intuitive readings, because I don't do intuition for my family because I'm mixed with fear. Okay, I'm mixed with my own thoughts. But if for a client, no problem, I can plug in because I have no attachment at all. But love is the channel. Love is the channel. And if we have fear blocking it, then our messages will be muddled. I'm going to pause for a sec, close your eyes for a sec, take a few breaths. I don't know if I can do Q&A or not because I know it's hard to hear you guys. But for those of you online, if there's questions, feel free to plug them into the chat box. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Go back to your guides, your divine support team, your angels, your ancestors, and breathe. And know that they are here to help us, support us, and love us. There is only one place of entity of energy, and that is love. So I want you to imagine this plug that's plugged into your umbilical cord and plugged up to spirit, plugged up to the heavens. There you go, good. And that is the reality of love. And so my work, if I want to have a joyful life, is to work with my mind. My mind might judge. It might label. It puts meaning on things. For the course of today and tomorrow, let's just see if we can let that judgment go. So see a little visual of a river. And one of the judgments that you've got, maybe see it as a block. And just watch it go down the river. And if you watch that block disappear, the river will be there. And now that you are clear, your intuition will be much more harnessed, much more on point, because love is the only energy that is real. Your connection to source, your connection to the I am. Take 5 or 6 breaths here. Now, when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Whew. Okay, I know that we're at time, but I want to see if there's any questions, comments, anything coming up from the Zoom people. I know it's hard to talk to people in the conference room, but I want to check in. How are you guys doing? Oh, powerful, amazing, Greg. Thank you. Thank you.
If you can hang on while we finish up the rest of the service and then Q&A with the folks on Zoom and if I don't know if we can set anything up here or not. But anyhow, if you could at least pause for a few minutes and then you can talk to the people via Zoom, okay?
Perfect, thanks, Ann. And if there's questions there, people can come up and ask if they want. I'm totally cool with that.
Okay, all right. So when I was writing my intro for today, what popped into my head was love is all there is. And it kept popping into my head, love is all there is. So thank you to my guides for bringing that up. I didn't know that I was tapping into what Divi was going to share with us. But it was just perfect. Thank you, Dr. Divi. I mean, I am so grateful for everything that you shared with us today. So now is the time that we ask you to please give back to Morning Star. The energy that we share out to the world does come at a, unfortunately, material cost. So if you can please donate to Morning Star, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps us with our day-to-day expenses. And so while the baskets get passed around, the band, of course, is going to play another fantastic song, whatever they've chosen to share with us today. But first, let's read together the offering prayer. Recognizing God as the source of my supply, I joyously give of God's abundance, which is blessed and multiplied through me, and so it is.
Sure. Here's your ace.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. I need a spot to call my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, I'll find my way in nature's chain. I tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please keep it safe below. Please keep them safe below till the rains come tumbling down. I plant your rows straight and long, season them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will keep you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching from a tree, he's got his hungry eyes on me. And in my garden I am free as a feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. as these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down.
Inch by inch, row by row. Letting our garden grow. I mean, let's tap into this intuition, right? Once again, thanks so much to the awesome Morning Star band of Frank, Jeffrey, Daryl, and Ken. Love to Mary and Karen, who were taking up the offering today. To Katrina Boyd, who was spearheading the setup for us. And of course to Michelle for all the AV support that we couldn't do without. Thanks to everybody. Okay, so we have at least 3 announcements today. If Charlotte would please come up and share information about the upcoming Sisters in Spirit gathering.
Okay, so this coming Saturday is our, hello, can you hear me now? Am I on? Yes. Okay, I like to be on instead of off. Yeah, anyway, so this Saturday is our Sisters in Spirit retreat. It's from 10 to 4 here. We've got an exciting day planned. Midge is going to take us through a sacred ceremony. I'm looking forward to that. Sacra is going to share with us some gene key. She's always digging into interesting things, and I'm so grateful that we have her so she can share with us. And Sue is going to lead us into a very interesting art project. So we're going to be doing a variety of things. It's potluck. All the women of Morning Star and anybody they want to invite is invited. I do need to get a head count by Wednesday, this Wednesday, if you're coming, mainly for setup and for supplies. We want to make sure we've got everybody covered. So I hope to see you Saturday. I want to say something too, since Dr. Divi brought up the Course in Miracles. We meet on Tuesday nights at the Well. On the 2nd floor, there's a smaller classroom kind of off to the side by the elevator. And we meet and read the course, discuss the course. And the course is dense. It took me 3 or 4 years just to even start to even get a feel for it at all. And I'm still struggling. But that's why the group's important, because we bounce off each other and say, well, what did that mean? Well, okay, how about this or that? And anyway, without the group, I don't know that I could get through it. So it's every Tuesday night at the Well. So I just wanted to mention that. Huh? 7. It's 7 to 8. It's only an hour. And it's been great for me. And there's many people here that come. So you would see familiar faces. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Amy has an announcement she'd like to share about a fundraiser for a nonprofit.
Thank you. In conjunction with Leadership Norman, I'm part of a team that's working on a fundraiser for Bethesda. They are a group that's located in Norman. They have been here for 40 years, but still nobody knows about them. They are the only organization in Oklahoma that educates and treats survivors of sexual abuse for free, absolutely free. They don't even bill insurance. They go into the schools, they teach students what grooming looks like, and they treat the survivors and their non-offending family members. So we're hosting a fundraiser. It's a masquerade ball at Vast in Oklahoma City on May 2nd, and I'm looking for people to help sponsor that and to get involved so that we can really bring more awareness to this organization, because they're doing amazing things, and they serve the whole state, but they're located here in Norman. So if you want more information, please let me know. I would love your help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amy. So if, okay, Helen has an announcement. Okay. So yeah, they can't. Yeah, they're not going to be able to hear you. So I'm going to connect with you. Helen has managed name tag production for us for years, and we are so very grateful to Helen for taking such loving care of us. So if anyone does not have a name tag, if you haven't ever had one, or if you've lost yours, please sign up on the table out in the lobby, and Helen will produce a name tag for you. All right, so then let's hear about next week's speaker, Kyra Luna. Now, who brought Kyra Luna to us, Sacra? I can't remember. You guys supply the speakers, and I just am the channel to that. So somebody brought Kyra Luna to our attention. I don't know who, but thank you so much for whoever that was. She is going to speak about Into the Shadows, a journey of self-discovery and integration. Kyra resides in Mustang, Oklahoma, and she finds joy in nature, her loved ones, reading, writing, and meeting people where they are. Through in-person and virtual classes, she helps others identify and release unconscious blocks that hinder them from embracing their true radiance and divinity. At Morning Star, Kyra will share one of the powerful processes she uses to help others, often referred to as shadow work. She describes this as a courageous process of turning inward to face the hidden aspects of ourselves, the fears, desires, and wounds we've buried beneath the surface. This journey is not about eliminating the shadow, but integrating it, transforming repression into wisdom and self-sabotage into self-mastery. In her talk, Kyra will explore the nature of the shadow, why it forms, and how embracing it leads to greater wholeness. Okay, so I'm just going to say this. This is the perfect Morning Star situation where we've had Dr. Divi today, and we have a great follow-up with Kyra, reflecting, carrying forward with some of the things that Dr. Divi introduced to us today. So please join us again next week. It's the perfect segue, and it's just the universe in divine order for those of us here at Morning Star. All right, so now we're at the end of the service. Please join with me in reading the prayer for protection from the back of the songbook. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and so it is. And now let's circle up for the peace song.
Is now a good time to chat, given that we can't hear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.